forget to smash that like button on the way in. If you could do me a favor. Don't expect a whole lot of people, but we got some building to do. One thing I like to do is build, man. Definitely start to itch. Need to start building something new. Whether it's budget friendly or not. So this time, I saw this cool Rapski Fab Divide tube chassis. If you guys aren't familiar with this chassis, it's a buggy style, tube style. But as you can see, it has a pretty big skid. And this allows you to run a dual transmission. Not to mention you can run 4-wheel steer on this as well. But I was going to do that, but we're just going to run this normal. I was waiting on some links. Picked up these links off of Etsy from Mike's Creations 85. These are titanium links. These are C10 length. And these are called the Making Room links. As you can see, the top links are cut in a special shape just to give you that clearance for clocking your servo for that caster. Pretty cool. Fit and finish is awesome. They even come with the pivot balls already installed. Pretty dope. C10 length. This is the proper setup for this. Is they want you to run deadbolt. So deadbolt would be C10 front, deadbolt rear, which would get you a wheelbase of 160 on this thing. So like I said, I was waiting for my links, and I'm still waiting to button it all up. J Star, hello, hello. Thank you for the thumbs up. But yeah, now we're ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and leave these wheels on here. These are some 1.3 DJ crawlers with the DJ crawler tires. Made this little fuel cell back here. This is actually from the CR18P Unimog. Threw a little fuel line in there. Got a little fire extinguisher in here. I decided I was going to put the one of my brushless motors in here. So I went ahead and swapped out one of my go-ups in here. And at first I was having a problem with the clearance, but being as though it has the dual transmission setup, this is actually mounted in the rear mount. So it gave me plenty of clearance. So we pretty much center. Like I said, this chassis is definitely centered. Is based around a center skid design. You see, it's a pretty big skid though. I don't expect it to be a crazy line killer. Another thing is I was going to put double bend. I was going to put 90 links in the rear. And I realized you got to be careful when running double bend links. It's not beneficial for all skids because if the bend is in here too much, it's going to expose the bottom of the skid and create more of a hang-up point. So I decided just to keep the straight aluminum. So it seems to work so far. We have the red big bores on here. And one thing I got to say, this is now my third pair of big bores. And I don't think I'm ever going to go back to the other shocks. These things are so buttery smooth. I have yet to put any oil on them. I think maybe my first set I might have put some oil on them. And they are so buttery smooth. I think I just noticed after I picked these up how the pistons are black. So I went back and looked at the other ones. And all the big bores have the black pistons. So I'm thinking this piston may be coated. I don't know if it's coated. Maybe somebody could let me know. But it's just a smooth action. So I'm normally getting the 39 millimeter, normally skinny ones, oil filled. And they always seem to get stuck. But these are pretty cool. Got 7 people in here. What's going on, everybody? So yeah, we got that. So the shocks, I'm gonna run the micro servo for the GT5. I went ahead and again, this is gonna be a budget friendly, so kind of source out what I have. So we was running. I have stock axles, modified. We picked up some brass parts from Hobby Park, so we got brass knuckles. I went ahead and got the Endurance front steering. We have the black PTK on here. In order to me to get all my steering on this, we did a little bit of modification to this actual steering arm, and we grooved it out underneath here. So it'll clear the diff housing a little bit. Still not going to be the best like, your Mias or your Planets. But we'll see how they perform. But yeah, we're going to run this big pancake in here. I was definitely going to run this new Goup that I picked up. But this one seems to fit the build a lot better. It just fits the space. Takes up the space in there, but definitely a lot better. And like I said, I can't say nothing bad about these motors. If you haven't tried one, I definitely suggest you try it. They're pretty cheap. And bring me to that. And here goes the latest one. I've been seeing this lately, and I've only been seeing them on Amazon. And I said, oh my God, look what they just made. They made the little mini style on their own transmission, which that's how they normally come. It's definitely LCG, and this one even comes with a clear transmission. This thing is off the hook, I'm telling you. I've seen them so far in 2 different KVs. This one's a 3500 KV, and it actually comes with an extra pinion. Because one thing I can say with my experience with these is they do run brass pinions, and they're super soft. They will start to grind down on you. So yeah, this is gonna basically go on my shorty build, because that's where we took this motor out from. If you guys saw my last short, this is the shorty with the Demon. So I definitely got to get this back up and running. My 123 build. But I noticed as soon as I started to fit it in here, I was having fitment issues. So we was having some clearance issues over here, depending if I run in front or back. So I'm definitely going to have to play around with that some more. And then last but not least, we got a new Buggy for the SCX30. I don't know about you guys, but ever since the 30s came out, I definitely have my handful of runs with 3D printed bodies. And these things are so small, they definitely like to take a lot of tumbles. And I definitely have broken a few bodies already. So when I saw a nice little tube chassis that came out, I said, you know what, I got to try that. Don't have to worry about a body being protected. Hopefully this cage, this is their print. This is 3 Gear Racing. I believe they have the website. And this is called the Tube Snake. As you can see, I already painted mine. Try to give it like a rhino coating. I got the tins right now already painted as well. So it does come with 2 tins on the side, and it comes with a cover for the front. I forget exactly what the skid is, but it's probably like a 12, maybe 12 or 15 degree skid. Yeah, pretty cool. Tube Snake. But yeah, this is it's not actually vinyl lining. This is actually like a stainless spray paint from Krylon that I have, Fusion. And when it comes out, it makes it look like, you can see it. It's all textured. It gives it that rough coating, almost like to protect it. What's going on, everybody in the chat? What's going on? Say what's up. All right, so let's work on these links. One thing at a time. Another thing to mention about this new Goup is listed. It says upgraded version. So I don't know if they did some kind of programming thing or what, but now this one has 2 lights instead of the one on the ESC. But yeah, we're gonna see once we get this thing up and going and see how smooth it is. But all the other ones are super smooth. And if you guys are not aware, this is a censored brushless motor. Can't say that about most motors that are out there, and not even for that price. I think Furatech is just now coming out with a Furatech with a censored motor. But all right, let's get to building. So yeah, we got these titanium links. There's a couple little notches on here. I'm just gonna smooth out real quick. I'm gonna punch them out. Something a little stronger. Astronauts are about to touch down. Anybody watching that? Thinking 45 seconds is on the TV right now in the background. I did just a little bit to my venge links as well, just to take off some of the burrs. I've done it to carbon fiber. Sometimes you just got to smooth it out a little bit. It's a nice little notch right there. You can hear it. But yeah, I gotta say, man, Mike's Creations 85, shout out to you. Awesome product. But you hands down get the award for the fastest shipping on Etsy. He shipped this out so fast. He might be tied with Trey. Trey's shipping is super fast as well. Man, that's a nice little notch. The titanium links, not aluminum. I'm over here filing. I'm like not doing anything. These files are probably getting down now. Little Harbor Freight files. Take off that little edge. Oh yeah, YouTube, I'm playing music. I forgot to say it. And I'm paying for it on my satellite radio. Figure I always got to say that so they don't copyright me. So far, it seems to be working. Let them know that I'm not trying to steal music. And I ain't paying for it. Seems like they just want to copyright me any damn time, man. Like any music I play. All right. We got 0 people in here. See, this one has it as well. Definitely a nice little lip. My files though. Yeah, he also offers all he does all the rear links. Plus 10. He also offers plus 20 now. And he offers the front in C10 length only though. So he has C10 like this in the block. I think the other ones, the normal ones, are a little bit wider. A little more weight. I could be wrong though. This is his second variant from what I was saying on, following on Etsy. A lot of these products I'm always eyeing up, and when I could get some money, pull the trigger. Definitely try to, stretch my dollar, man. Share the love wherever I can. By the way, I believe this guy's based out of Jersey. Gotta support my tri-state people. Me being out of Philadelphia, being in PA. I could also polish these if I want, probably. I don't know how bright the titanium will come up. I got some flints polished, but we're not doing that. 3 people in here. Yeah, these all have a nice little notch in here from getting punched out. Stubborn little knobs. They like so small too. So small, but it'll still catch your finger on it. But they definitely, it just might be my file. Yeah, I wanted to do rear steer on this thing, but I was definitely gonna. I'm like, how often am I gonna use it? One day. And then again, I'm thinking about cost. If I had it like that, hey man, if I could blow 2 servos at one time, why not? Just like the dual transmission. I would love to see how to do that setup. I definitely didn't look into it. But when you have the dual transmission, now you can do your own underdrive and overdrive. You could kind of do your own dig. Interesting. But yeah, this chassis is pretty cheap, man. You can't beat it for the price. We're gonna see how well it performs. It's definitely kind of intended for a trail rig as well, because it has a big battery. They saying it has a big tray in the back for a bigger battery for your trail runs. So the way these go, it'll be just like that. And that'll give you some clearance for your servos. Sure, you could probably run it the other way as well. Maybe if you wanted some issues with the motor, maybe too. You could probably run it that way. Possibly. That might be cool too. Let's play around with it. All right, let's get this out the way. Yeah, we definitely gonna take apart that one chassis that we built a while ago, the first chassis that I picked up for the 30. We're gonna turn that one into the buggy. Levi's. What scale is that crawler? Right here? This is a 24th. It's an SEX 24. It's probably going to be a 160 millimeter wheelbase when I'm all done. This is the Robski Fab Divide tube chassis. Yeah, we're about to finish it up now. I was waiting on some front links, and we're about to rock right now. All right, let's get it. What's going on with you, man? Working on anything? I'm running a ramp crab adjustable servo mount up front. And it's a pretty cool mount. I don't know if you guys ever dealt with them. But it's adjustable just like all the other ones that are out there. But the one thing pretty cool about it, in the rear, it has two mounts. So again, it'll help you with some clearance issues. So if if you're gonna bump it to that servo, you can just mount from the lower one. So this one, I definitely have to go into the lower hole. But yeah, it's pretty cool. They're definitely pretty cheap. Got some weight to them. Brass. Might want to take these wheels off. I like to run spacers on my links as well. It's just gonna keep falling out. Might as well just let it drop out. What is this? 8. That's not going to be enough. 8 millimeter plus a spacer. How much thread we got left? That's a smidge. Should work though. Put some Loctite on this bad boy. Make sure it don't come out. I like to put spacers in between my links. Definitely gives it a lot more freedom. It's not necessary, but something that I like to do. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to play around with these links and orientation to see what's gonna be best. Yo, what's going on, man? Satan. Always feel funny sitting there. This is a Robski Fab Divide Tube Chassis. It's got to finish the front end. We got everything else complete. Electronics are ready to go. Batteries ready to go. I'm trying to get this bad boy up and going. Put it on the course. Messing around with these titanium links right now. From Mike's Creations, 85 on Etsy. That screw is longer. Thanks, man. I forgot to take this side off. I normally like to do as minimal as I can, man. Squeeze around wheels. I've poked my driver through wheels just to try to get to things. Definitely gotta be careful though, because that's how you fucking cockeye something. Feels like we got plenty of bite in there. Oh, what the hell? See what I'm saying? Oh no, well, you know what? That's a good mess up because now I know this is how I need it because I need the bottom to be down here when I'm grabbing it. Yeah, that's the right way. Yeah, you can see the difference. I just put this one on. That's the proper way. So So you could attach down here and then pull back for your caster. But then I had this one the wrong way. And you can see the mount is up this high. So that's not going to be good. I mean, that'll be like this. Come on. That's our first mess up of the night. I'm not even interacting with anybody. I gotta eye it up again, make sure. These links, man, when they sometimes they're weird shapes, they get a little tricky. Especially if they're symmetrical or not symmetrical. Like the Venge links are not symmetrical. You have to pay attention to the orientation. Come on, what are you doing, see? All right, it's messed up number 2. Jeez. I got the spacer on the wrong side. Okay, there we go. Nice. Can't believe I'm starting. I need another hardware kit. Just when you think you have enough. This may be too long. I think I could do a 5. 5's too short. Gotta do 8. Running a brass cover up front, and we have the aluminum up in the rear. Definitely going to play around. I have one for the rear as well if I need it. But I think it's a difference, I don't know, between 2 and 5, something like that. Definitely going to take him. I didn't get a chance to even weigh this out. I forget what the weight is. Definitely going to have some nice weight up front. Yo, what up, Ty? How you feeling, brother? What time is it? Ain't you doing your live, yo? Okay, let's go. Flip this bad boy over. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, man, it's my first time doing watercolor decals. These were actually camouflage decals that came off of one of my model trucks, and I decided to use it up for this. By the way, this is Lady J. Lady J is from the G.I. Joe as well, and the J stands for Jeep. But yeah, had a whole sheet of the camouflage. My first time doing it. It's not too bad. Just got to soak it in the water. I used a Q-tip to spread it out. And then we did a little clear coat on there. Definitely play around with it a little bit more. Came out pretty cool though. Excuse me. Ooh, that servo's gonna just tuck perfectly in there. I was gonna play around with different wheelbases with this. Like I said, they call for C-bolt on this one, and it's gonna get you to a 160. But they got it set up perfectly so you can clear this bar in the front. Pretty cool chassis though. Okay, cool. What's today? Friday, right? Looking for some screws. I know I have some random screws around here. Like I said, man, I need a screw kit. Everything's starting to get all mismatched and stuff. I don't like that. I know these are all the same. I need a certain size. Yeah, it's a tough chassis too. It's definitely like a resin print. One shot Richie's back. Yeah. Nah, I used to, man. I gave up on it a long time ago. Yeah, I miss out on everything on Instagram. Strictly YouTube. And the YouTube consumes me enough. What you ask, Ty? Bottom links, the lower links are normal mounts, but at least the upper mounts, he gives you three different positions for the front and rear. It's like top, medium, high, low, whatever. Bottom, middle, high. Whichever way you want to say it. Yeah, it's a pretty cool chassis. I've been seeing it for a while. Kind of like this one better because it looks like a Jeep still. Oh yeah, wow. All three of these positions are pretty cool, man. They definitely do a lot of castering. I think I'm gonna go with the middle one. Let me see. Tricky little bastard. Collaboration, like alive together. Yeah, if you want to holler at me about anything, I also got my email. You can check me in the bio. Send me an email. DUBLLRR@gmail. Yeah, I'll definitely do something, man. The answer was just Public Enemy on Jeopardy. Jeopardy's on in the background. I don't know what the question was, but the answer was Public Enemy. Rest in peace, African Bombada. Another Bronx native. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Get it? Did we get it? We got it? I think we got it. Yeah. Got it. We got it. You know what I realized? Yeah. What up, legend? You go. Too many lives going. Hey, man. I just gotta do my own thing. I can't keep getting caught up on everybody else's. RC Richie got to do RC Richie stuff. How you feeling, Troy? Sometimes this MIP is too sharp. Sometimes you just gotta go to the old groove down one. This is my SCX30 tool. Ah, you bastard. That's the worst. All right, Ty. Thank you for stopping in, B. Be safe. Ah. There it is. There it is. Come on, come on, come on. Mm-hmm. Yo, what up, Punisher? Happy Friday, baby. How you doing, buddy? Thank you for stopping in. You know, there's a lot of people doing lives, but I'm just anxious to get this build finished. Finally got the rest of my parts in, and I just can't sit there and watch anymore. Time to wrench. Woo! Definitely gonna have some serious cash on this thing. See these links? These are Mike's Creations 85 on Etsy. He sells titanium links. He carries them for the rear, and he also offers the front in C10 length. But these are called the making room, and it allows the groove in them to run no interference, so you can run more caster on your servos. Excuse me, I got some heartburn. All right, on to number two. Moving along, moving along. Yeah, thank you, man. That camo is actually, these are water decals. It's my first time trying it. And these are actually water decals that I had from one of my model body kits. And I've been sitting on them. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start using these things. And I think I seen Yeti doing it. And I seen how easy it was. So I said, you know what? I'm going to try them. So I got a whole bunch of them. They came with all my model bodies. I see you. I see you. I see you peeking through. All right, I wasn't ready. Had you perfect, man. This is me trying to cut corners again, having everything mounted. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. There it is. All that, and then it slides out. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, man. Thank you. Yeah, those model bodies are pretty cool, man. The stuff that they come with, a lot of the stuff is officially licensed things, so you can get some real cool, emblems, some old school decals. Like I got golf truck stuff. You know what I mean? If I wanted to use that, I got several model bodies, so like all the stuff that it comes with. But this camo print, I believe, it was a truck. It came with a truck. It was like a hunting truck kind of themed. Maybe it was called the Big Country. This is giving me a little bit harder way to go because everything is already dialed in. It's giving me a weird angle. Please, please, please. Come on. There we go. Whew. It's funny. I had this for a long time. Probably had it out in my, and just by coincidence, you know what I mean? Right, the basket theme. And then I finally took it out of my garage and started using it for some storage over here. But yeah, it's little, I couldn't even tell you, man. I probably had it for years. Who knows? I use it as my new little parts bin now. So all my little stuff, I put my parts in here. Been trying to throw my little stickers on here. Yeah, it's my own little. To be honest with you, though, if I had a basket, I don't think I'll be walking out to the trail with a basket, though. Just be one more thing somebody stare at me for. I like to throw my rigs inside of a bag. And plus, I have a nice little long walk. Trey's walk is a little more secluded. All right. Oh, boy. We are in. Yeah, that caster's good. That caster's good. Let's get this thing going. Let's put some wheels on this thing real quick. All right. Anybody else try to put these pins in by hand? And let me do my shocks first, sorry. Shocks are ready to go. So far, like I said before earlier, for those who weren't here, I was saying that big bore is now my new go-to shock. I'm not going to mess around and get the regular 39 millimeter oil ones. That's what I normally rock with. These things are awesome. As soon as you get them out the package, they're flawless. To me, they haven't got stuck yet. And I believe it has something to do with this black piston in here. Things are buttery smooth. We're going to see if we have to need some stiff springs, though. All right, so the rear, I got big spacer down below. And we got the regular perch up top. Yeah. Definitely going to need a longer screw for this top one. Probably going to have to pull out my 10 or 14. No, that's enough. Now this rear, I was playing around with it when I didn't have everything. I don't know how it's going to sit. We should probably put the front up top as well. Start at the top and then go middle. I think I like the big bores. I like to run the big bores normal stance, meaning I don't like to run them backwards, upside down. You definitely got to watch the bottom perches, though. Need some spacers. Good to know. I just got a pair of regs and they just all stick out of the bag. Yeah. Got to keep all your spacers, all your Endura spacers. Keep all your O-rings. Keep all your screws. Put that to the side. I keep wanting to take this body off. I'm so used to that. Okay. We got a big spacer at the bottom. No spacer up top because it already has that collar. See, like right now, that perch is coming off. I think I've seen 3D printed ones out there. People make them. Spacers in your shocks are important as well. Definitely frees up the binding. If you have any binding. These things are going to be buttery. Okay, Rich, let's go. Let's go. Jimbo, what's up, buddy? Jimbo, I think you got the record, man, for the steepest climb. for a 30. That rock, man, you doing camera tricks, bro. You must be holding your camera tilted. That's a hell of a climb. That's awesome. Yeah, I know that thing is nice and heavy. That's the one thing about the 30s, man. They do so well with weight. Seems like the more the better. You see the buggy I got, Jimbo, for the 30? Just came out. As soon as 2FM had it on his channel, I went and ordered me one. Got it all sprayed up. I got a little rhino lining on mine already. Got to build it out. It's called the Tube Snake. Three gear RC. Is that it? 3 gear RC? Yeah, I think so. 3 gear racing. I feel like there's a whole lot of bite. Is that screw long enough? Negative. We need a longer screw for that bottom. I don't want it to back out on me because we got a big spacer at the bottom. Yep. There we go. A little bit more sauce, you know? Hey, hey, hey. It's like a game of operations sometimes, man. Just trying to line up things. No matter how many builds you do, something always going to trip you up. You definitely get more experience, but each build is different. But it seems like they all have their little issues. I run into things all the time. All right, now let's look at this. My shocks. Yeah. I stop running these long extensions, but like I said, this is kind of me sourcing what I have again. Definitely didn't have money to grab some axles. But we still gonna make an awesome crawler though, I know that much. Yeah. He actually posted a video the other day with the Titan one, the Furatech Titan, the titanium buggy. And I asked him a question, which one performs better? And he said he has to give it to the 3D printed one. So I said, oh man, good to hear. Love to hear that. This thing looks mean. All right, let's just take a quick measurement of the wheelbase. Let's confirm this bad boy. You know what? Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. I had my ruler and I was making some renovations. Oh, duh, it's over here. When I was building up my course, and my OCD kicked in the other day, and I was mad because a lot of my vehicles were not able to climb up the chute that I recently built. So I said, I can't do that, man. So I started to mess with it, and before you know it, I wound up redoing it. So it is definitely not the same from before, but at least all the rigs can get up it now. Oh wow, we are definitely longer. This is 165. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. We got two 165ers now. All right, let's go, Rich. Let's keep on going. Gotta do this drive shaft real quick. Quick little tip. Anybody doing drive shafts, take it off on one end, or this was just so happened that I connected it. Let's just say this was off. It's gonna show you real quick how I do mine, how I learned, how to trial and error. Seppuku made a video on this as well. Shout out to Sep. Of course, this little screw. It's always a pain in the butt to come out. But we're going to get that locked and loaded. Take that back off. Make sure that you're clocking it, phasing it. So you're going to do that part first. Put it inside. Already phased. Make sure, double check, triple check, quadruple check. And then now look for your D slot. If you need to turn it, just spin it until you get to the groove. And all we're going to do is just bring this right back over. Of course, I hit it and spin it. Here we go. Boom. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to need some more lift in the rear. Definitely gonna need some more lift up front as well. That's too low. Let's go down 2 rows. Again, this skid is not like, you know, the real compy skids. I'm not even sure what the angle is on this skid is. If you ask me, it looks almost like probably between 7 and 9 degree, which is still plenty. I've rocked 7-degree skids on my Enduro, man, and they work good. That's a little better. Okay. Time 1:20. I'm starting to swap out everything. So I'm swapping out receivers, sharing them back and forth between different rigs. Okay, so that looks a little better, a little higher. We need this rear up higher. A little too low. But yeah, man, I've been getting inspired, man. I've definitely been watching a lot of one-to-one crawling videos. A lot of the buggy video. I can't believe some of these buggies of what they can do. All the stuff that we can put in them, that we do to ours, man, exactly what they do. They got dig, rear steer, disconnect the transmission, front and rear. They have cinch down winches. So the same thing we do with our rubber bands, they cinch down the front with their winch when they're climbing and then release as they need it. Same thing for the rear. Sick. So it's like everything that we're doing over here, man. It's so cool. What did we go down? 1 or 2? Just 1, right? Suck down winch. Definitely gonna have to play around with the suspension. I might either go to the stiff springs or we might run some oil in them. All right, let's go. And another thing, man, this chassis got a lot of room. It's got a lot of room inside because obviously, if you're gonna run 2 transmissions, you're gonna have a lot of electronics. So it definitely has like some space in here, you know. But now that my servo is hooked up, it's a little tighter for me to get in here. Thinking I might want to just keep this already bundled up like this because I can tuck everything inside here. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get enough of it. You know, just all that stuff in Sand Hollow, Utah, the chute, all that stuff. Even some of the moves that we do, like, you know, when you're crawling and the tires kind of slide over and shimmy over. I saw these buggies doing a one line like that. Kept on sliding the tires and it slid right over. Found this groove and then went right up. I said, wow. This stuff is just like what we do. I even saw gates too. They had to go through the gates. And I was kind of questioning about the gates. I'm like, well, I saw the gates blowing in the wind. And then as soon as I said it, I said, well, he just touched the gate because it was blowing. But you have to touch the pole, not the gate, not the actual flag. Come on, dude. There was so much more room in here before. Once I put that servo up there. All right, here we go. Let's go. This is the bottom. It goes there. There. I went and picked up some more batteries. I like this little FMS battery that the FCX 24s come with. It's a 380 milliamp, but it's a pretty cool size. I need my little harness. I use these little bleeds so I can plug up the batteries through the balance ports, and then you can use any battery. I got it from the NB100. Got this end on one end, the 2.0, and then on the other end, excuse me, it's the balance port. So that means you could just take any battery and then plug it up with the balance port. You have a little bit longer lead in here now. So now I have a much longer pigtail, but at least I don't have to worry about not having the right battery lead. Because I generally like to use, I don't do JST. I generally like the 2.0 or the Molex is what I have. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Is that the battery you use for all your 24s? Yeah, I have these, which are I think on the way out. I picked up these as well, the Urgent X. But yeah, I definitely have the FCX ones. I have a lot of those. And then I have three of the SCX 30 batteries that I use. I even use them on the brushless. They work pretty good, just not a real long runtime. But yeah, I haven't tried too many different other batteries out there. I know that Tattoo is popular. Oh no, what's that? Palm Pilot or something? All right, this is not all buttoned up just yet, but I'll definitely finalize all that. I just want to see this bad boy running. Don't mind my wires, guys. I'm gonna clean it all up. Steering's not going to be the best. Let me fix these endpoints real quick, because I can hear it making noise already. Yeah, man, once you go to some high steering axles, it's kind of hard to go back. I'm looking at these like... Yeah, we're missing a whole lot of steering compared to other axles. All right, let's see what she does. Everybody, this is Lady J. Got my fire extinguisher that fell out. I need to glue it in here. Where'd it go? There she go. See, like this? This is a fire extinguisher that came from one of my model bodies. It's like a nice little old school fire extinguisher. But we're going to use it, you know. I painted it all up. Need to throw some glue on there. One run on the course, I could tell whether or not I'm going to have to lift up this suspension. We might be bellying it out. Do a little wire in there for the fuel tubing. I need to make a little connectors over here. All right, let's see what we got. These are DJ crawler tires that I had before. They're pretty cool. And these are 1.3s. But we're going to see how good they do. Yeah, we definitely missing that steering. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I'm missing, check this out, y'all. I forgot my bumper. My front grill. I gotta glue it in. I'm gonna have to do that. We're not gonna do that right now. But yeah, here goes the grill that it comes with. And I'm gonna have to put the glue right in there. But we can't do that right now. All right, let's get back to it. So far, I haven't noticed the bottom scraping too much. Balance seems pretty good too. Take it on up to shoot. The shoot 2.0. So guys, look at this motor. Thing is so quiet. I'm running 33% underdrive on this. These motors are good, man, I'm telling you. Can't wait to try that new one. And I was saying earlier, that one that I have is a 3500 kV, and they also make a 4500. So it seems like they're competing, obviously, with everything that's out there. But I believe somebody just came out with a high kV like that as well, Enduro, right? All right, so here's my test right here. I always like to test my rigs out to see whether or not the skid is too low. And you can see we're definitely right at the bottom. Gotta watch this reverse because it's definitely touchy. So yeah, we're good. I mean, we're just clearing. So that's pretty much the normal height that I have pretty much all my skids. So I think the ride height should be good. Biggest downfall for this thing is going to be just, it's going to be lacking turning. So Sim, what's going on? I need one. I want to put in an FX 118 K10. What's that? The motor? Let's see how it does with this climb. just in case it flips back. I don't know what it's gonna do. Not bad. See right there, you can definitely see it's scraped there. FMS rock, okay. Yeah, these are the DJ crawlers. I have them in both sets that they offer. I have them in chrome or whatever, the stainless ones. They actually come with scale stems, valve stems. Check out the little holes right there. You got to glue them inside. I wish they came and you could screw them in, but it's a little valve stem, and then you could just add the glue right inside of there. And then they also have these wheel covers. But the problem with the wheel cover is once you put them on, you're gonna have to add it on like a hub. And every time you want to take that wheel off, you're gonna have to take off those covers. So it's about 5 screws. But yeah, they're pretty slick. 1.3s. Let's see how we do this. Not bad. Still haven't added any texture to the dark ridge over there. I'm gonna have to do that next. Definitely getting a lot of peeling and stuff over here. No, this is 2S. This the Goup is not gonna run 3S. Never even tried it. I don't normally run 3S on my rigs though, even my brushless ones. Only thing that I have that is 3S is my juice up. But yeah, I don't feel a need for it, to be honest with you. 2S is plenty. I've never felt that I need 3S to create more wheel speed, you know? This thing is handling pretty decent. It's pretty balanced. Let me see if I can go a little faster with it. Yeah, it's not even like wanting to even tip forward. That's crazy. That's nice. Yeah, the higher voltage will definitely give you more punch, you know. But like I said, I don't feel like I need the punch, the extra punch. I think you need to worry about other things when it comes to crawling. Like for instance, the proper grip for one. You know, you got to have the proper weight. So I don't care what motor you have. If none of that stuff is set up right, you're not gonna crawl proper. This thing is pretty dull. Let's see if we can hit the buggy line, which is right over here. But we gotta take it nice and slow because it's gonna want to tip back. And then eventually I'm gonna start to cut in. It's starting to lift there. I gotta go a little more. Yeah, we missing the turning though. My better axles, I definitely would have made this turn right here. But that 30% is digging. Trying to. If we had the better axles, it definitely would have made it better. Well, she's still doing all right. I'm getting some chattering from that PTK. Let's see how this side hill does. Man, not bad. This thing is pretty dialed. Yeah, I would love to see one of these set up, how somebody has it set up with the dual transmission. Or even with the rear steer too, you know, rear steer is cool. But like I said, I don't feel like I need rear steer. I'm definitely not, I don't know, guess I'm not out on the rocks a lot. I think a long rig would definitely benefit with rear steer. Right now, the only weight I have on this is we have weighted wheels with brass rings in here. We have an aluminum cover in the rear, brass up front. We have brass knuckles that is giving you weight up front. We have brass steering right here as well. That's giving you weight. The servo mount is brass. That has weight. The servo has weight. So yeah, we definitely have some of that weight on there. But as far as that, that's it. Yeah, in the rear, we just have the weight of the wheels. And pretty much that's it for this one. That's the extent of what I do for weight-wise. Is usually going to be in the wheels, your knuckles up front. It's rare for me to do any kind of weighted something in the rear. It's usually enough with the wheels. Let's see if we can get this. These tires are doing pretty good. That thing is almost 12 o'clock. I'm missing the chat. Hold on. I saw somebody. Rockwolf, what's going on? 3S is useful when you're crawling different terrains. Tires don't grip the same on all surfaces, but once you go 3S, it will never be the same. Yeah, well, that's with everything, right? Yeah, I run the, like I said, I've had only 3S on my juice up. Welcome in too, Rock. But, yeah, like I said, you know, I don't feel like I need it. I definitely can't run it on here. I got some Furatechs that I don't run them on. It's about to be the first flop. It's not going to be the first flop. Yeah. Oh yeah, speak to the man. You know, he knows. Yeah, I'm new to crawling, man, so I'm still learning every day. Having diff problems. Come on. Looks like I just lost a connecting. Lost the feed for a second. Thanks, Jimbo. Water decal from one of my model body kits. Just cut them up in pieces. My first time trying it. Not too bad. Then I sealed it with some matte clear. Yeah, for that little bump. Yeah, I hear you. Thank you, thank you. Got another little cool line over here. This is definitely a hard line to go back down, but we could definitely hit some stuff in here. Yeah, see, I'm missing my axles, boy. Sheesh. You talking about once you go 3S, you can't go back. Once you go high steer axles, it's hard to go back. Jeez. I'm missing like 10 degrees. Thank you, sir. Thanks to the good old Goup. Go up RC. 30% underdrive is my go-to. I love 30% under. And it works well with this motor, man. This is a 2400 kV. So it definitely likes it. My experience now is this is my third, and I just picked up their latest design. A 1612 they offer now. Yeah. I love my planets, man. I have two sets of the Mias, but I don't know. I think I like the planets better. Not to mention the planets, I can throw any, their overdrive, underdrive in there. You don't have to worry about the proprietary. Oh yeah, I know you do. I'm slowly crossing over. I love my nano band. That thing's a beast. I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. I recently first I picked up the nano band, and then I got the mini Komodo, and then I got the Dinky. All three of those are running the same ESC that I got from Joe RC's. And I gotta say, the Nano Bam is the best to me. It runs the quietest. But listen, man, I love my go up. Can't beat it for the price. It's just gotta fit your bill. It's big. The 44s and the X15s both are in the $50 range. Okay. Yeah, now I heard good things from the X15s. This is my latest little rock pile. Found me a nice little rock plug. Definitely got to manipulate them a little more, play around with them. Just a little bonus. Oh, 50-degree range. Okay. Yeah, well, I guess everything else is just what, 51, right? It's only 1 degree off. Not missing anything. Not to mention, if you have to turn on your endpoints, you can't use it all. Depending on scrub. How's the scrub radius on them? Like, I haven't seen anything on my planets or the Mia so far. I could turn them full steer. I gotta say, man, this thing is working pretty good. I think this one was a success. Yeah, see what I'm saying? That's expensive. It's out of my budget, buddy. I gotta make my dollar stretch. You know, I got a lot of rigs, man, but I was definitely smart about how I purchased everything, and I gotta make my dollar stretch for me. Show my support where I can. Again, these links are awesome. Mike's Creations 85 on Etsy. These C10 links up in the front. Titanium links. They call the making room up front. You see the top upper links? Gives you that link. You can get the caster going and gives you that clearance. Awesome links. He's based out of New Jersey too. That's what I like to do, balling on a budget. I haven't run into any scrub on the ISOs yet. I haven't been changing out my tires. Maybe I got the perfect offset tires. I think scrub also has a lot to do with your offsets as well. So maybe I'm running the perfect offset and I haven't run into that issue yet. See right here, normally, my nice axles, I could have definitely got that turn. These axles are suspect. I've heard that though before though, Wolf. They talk about the ISOs. Like, listen, I'm definitely not a fanboy of them. I'm definitely a fan of the planets though. I can speak very highly of them. I'm still experiencing the Mias ones. Those have been my two latest, and I only have one aluminum set and one nylon. V2s, both of them though. See this turn right here. I still have not seen this thing want to flip forward. This thing is pretty balanced. Keeping the idle action is not bad. You doing all right, Lady J? What y'all think? I need that grill in the front? Put the grill on or keep it off? Kind of looks cool without it. but I know it completes the look. I'm not even watching my camera. I got caught up on watching the rig. How's the course coming along, Jim? I haven't been on the channel in a minute. I think last time I was in there, you was I think you just finished coating one section in the Rockies. I think he was calling it. Yeah, you got an awesome course. All money goes to RC stuff. Period. Definitely got plenty of wheel speed too. All right, this thing does not get upset. Normally this drop right here, this thing is crazy. Everything flies forward. Oh yeah. All right, we about to get back into the lab, do some more wrenching. This thing's a hit. Definitely got to tweak it some more. Clean up these wires. Hey! Saved it. Yeah, she's nice. Like I said, I would love to see this. Somebody set this up with the dual transmission. That'd be pretty cool. I saw, matter of fact, I saw Mofo's. What's that thing called? That thing's a tongue twister. I'm not gonna even begin to even think about what the name is. Has something to do with dual. It's got the dual motors. I know you know the name of it, Mofo. I mean, Rock. What's the name of it? That new hot rod chassis. Trying to plug you guys up. Which one? What is it? This thing came out pretty good. Tire size looks good on these, right? These are 60s. 1.3s. I think these are like by 24s. Yeah, there it is. The Exodus The Exodus Oneer. Yeah, I remember when I was looking at it, I said, hold on, let me say this again. The Exodus Oneer. There you go. Exodus Oneer. Say that five. Say that fast 5 times. Say that 5 times fast. Can't even talk. All right, here we go. You see this yet, Wolf? The tube snake. You got a little rhino lining on mine already. What I'm calling it. I gotta go get my tins. I still gotta do some more work to the tins though, but I can still build this though. Right. I forgot how to say it already. Yeah, this thing is sweet, man. And 2FM, man, 2FM is speaking highly about this bad boy. He printed his, but I bought their design. And it's a little tougher print. It's got the 2 covers and the hood. I gotta do some sanding on mine. They're drying in the garage right now. Yeah, I learned my lesson, man. I can't touch that yet. It's gonna get all tacky and thumbed up. This is ready to go though. So I think the plan is I'm gonna unbuild this chassis that I built, that I picked up on Etsy, and we're gonna swap everything over. This is running the MB100. This has the 26mm shocks. This was missing the servo. I recently took the servo. I purchased the servo for the Red Cat 32, trying to get that thing going, and then I swapped it back over. So yeah, let's do that. $1007 210. Yeah, I got an MX160. I haven't done much to it. It's been on the backbone. It seems like a lot of people have those when they first start getting into crawlers, and then they start getting into the other stuff. Between those and what's the other ones? Yeah, definitely grab your SEX 24, man. SEX 24 is king when it comes to customizations. But if you're looking for stuff that you don't want to do all that stuff, FMS is a very good platform, and the CR18P. But they just don't offer a very big aftermarket. But I love my CR18Ps. I love my FCX. All right, so the easiest way we're going to swap this bad boy over is we're going to keep everything intact. We're going to remove 4 screws for the springs, for the shocks. And then we're going to have to take off the sliders, and then I'll be able to take everything down. Drop the chassis out like they do on 101s. Let's get it. I don't even use that auto type stuff. I don't know if my button, I can't even find my button to do the microphone texting. Seems like everybody always complains about it once they start using it, because it starts to spell some crazy shit. You spend more time apologizing for what the damn is spelled. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. All right. Everybody I see in the chat, man, they be like, "Oh shit, my fault." Damn auto typer. I just can't. Half the time I want to interact with people, man. I just don't because it's just I'm a pecker, yo. Like literally a pecker. Like I'm not a fast typer. It's not the proper word to use, man. But I'm just pecking at them keyboards. Like one pet peeve of mine, man, is like if you're gonna use one type of hardware, that's fine. But I hate when rigs go back and forth between two different hardwares. It drives me insane. And it's like there's no need for it. Like if you're using one type of screw already, why would you switch to the Phillips then? I don't know. You got an answer, Rock? I know you the man with the logic. Right. Yeah, maybe I did say that. Shit, they might know what you're thinking. Everything is paying attention to us and listening. I don't know where I got this tool at. I think this tool came in one of my wheels, but this little thing is clutch, man. I love this little guy. I put my bits in this thing. It's been like my little go-to. Yeah, these screws are so small, man. You just need so much light. I done got used to it already now because I got three of them. I done taken things apart already. So what we got? And then the upper arms, those two have to come out. You in here, Jimbo? And then another thing that these little screws do is weird. Is like it does that weird little thing where they want to stay in. It's like you got to keep some tension on it so that they back out, and then they'll back out. These things are a pain in the balls. All right, one side is out. Now you gotta do the same thing on this side. I mean, really though? Like how much? How much can that be? Like I don't get that. But they are two different sizes though, right? Because the one is the one size, and then these little Phillips are slightly smaller. So maybe they felt that the plastic needed that smaller hole. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. No sir. Same thing on this side. I got to put a little tension on here. All right, all those are out. Now we should be able to just slip this through. Got this big ESC in the way. I could take this off because we're gonna have to refit that. That's on with glue. I did this before. Just gotta make sure I gotta figure it out. Uh-huh. It's just glue. Yeah, that's nice. But for the longest time, I've been eyeing up the Land Rover. They have a fair RC mod. I don't know if I still see it up there, but it was up there for a very long time, and it held its ground at 160. Man, it never budged. At one time, I think it might have went down, and I slept on it. I should have bought it, but yeah, it was the forest green Range Rover, but it was a different one. So it had the sunroof, like the sunroof was sticking out a little bit, and it had a different package on there, and it had the different Batrazi wheels. I still would like it, because I don't have any FCX 24 M's. I just have the other ones. So I would like an M. I know an M will be good on my course. Got some glue in there. Okay. All four. Yeah, I have the K5, I have the Power Wagon brushless, and then I have the LC80. Yep. So yeah, I wanted an M. Okay. Pretty cool chassis though. I didn't get a whole lot of use out of it, but I believe this is 11-degree skid. Wow, that shit went in there so fucking smooth. The hell? Oh, this shit's gonna be mean. Yeah, I'm tired of breaking bodies, man. I need me some cage shit. I've been loving my buggy builds, man, because these things are so protected. This thing is nothing but carbon fiber. I mean, you might break something up here when it does roll over, but you see these rock Blue Hawk chassis? This is modeled after a Jeep, and this is the Yoda 80. This is Deadpool. Mm-hmm. Enlighten RC. Then we got the Venge build, 165. But yeah, these buggies are fun. My fault. I'm over here trying to figure this out. It looks like it mounts up differently. It looks like I'm gonna have to use just the two holes from. I think the upper links are gonna have to go in by themselves. Is that right? There's only two holes here. That's the front hole. This is gonna be tough. This is definitely gonna be hard to do on here. So it looks like the upper links. I'm confused here. What am I missing here? Venge is down here in Michigan. Yep. I've never had a Rolalo. Yeah, I heard Rolalos are nice. Strangely enough, I don't have anything from him. Nothing from Venge, really? Yeah, he got some good stuff. Mhm. Yeah, this is the only thing I have of his. Yeah, always there. Everything. I mean, that's all the designers out here, you know. You got to definitely jump on it. Like 24 Yet mentioned something about, matter of fact, 24 Yet mentioned tomorrow Mofo's motors are going to go on his website at 9 o'clock in the morning. Guess what? Them things are going to be sold out in seconds. But he's going to be doing it in batches, though. So the buttered pancake mofo, I think that's what it's called, right? All right, I think I ran into my first problem. The burnt pancake. Okay. Oh, it's burnt pancake? I thought it was like buttered. I get. I thought he said buttered pancakes. This motor is definitely not going to work with this design because it's sticking way too far out. So it looks like I'm definitely going to have to go to stock. I should throw this little goop. I should throw the little goop in here, man. That's going to take some more work, though. Then that means the ESC has to go in here. If not, I could just, oh, this shit is tight. No way. I'm not even sure what Matt is running in his. He might have that Unity. Matter of fact, excuse me. I think that's what Matt is running in his 2FM. He might be running the Unity, and that's a 2-in-1, so he's definitely saving some space. But yeah, I can't play around with this right now. We're gonna have to stop right here. This motor's gonna have to come out. Maybe I could switch out. Found this little quad at the Goodwill store. Blueberry pancakes. He got the purple one, right? Which is the best one? I hear the media is good. Medio? Like I was gonna get one of those as well. But the pancake obviously takes up more room. We got the mini Komodo in here. But this is a perfect design for this one. We got the Dinky in this one. The Dinky Stink Bug. And then the Mofo. Matter of fact, what time is it? We're gonna run. Let's run the Predator real quick before I hop off. Because that's pretty much the end of my wrenching tonight. I could mess with this motor. But I'm gonna have to do some tweaking, man, to fit it this in this chassis. I might have to trim off these little ears. Because this is my shorty build. And I'm gonna run into some interference. in both directions. My eyes are starting to tear. Excuse me. Keep yawning. But yeah, I wanted to put in these two little Goup screws in there, kind of match the design. But this motor actually comes in, I said it earlier, I think it comes without the transmission in a 4500 kV. And then it also comes in this same exact one, 3500, I believe, in a white and purple design. But yeah, we hooked it up, man. This thing is smooth, just like the other ones, another censored. But yeah, I'm running into interference over here. So I think I'm gonna either have to trim off this ear right here. And my fucking eyes are just like tearing. So I gotta play around with that. I can't do that right now. Oh, excuse me. I just got one Nano Beast. Haven't tried it yet. Can't wait. Yeah, I got the Nano Bam. 3500. But this bad boy right here, I'm just running the whatever Mia's underdrive comes with. I have the Joe RC's ESC in this one. Pretty much I'm running in all of them. Got everything tucked away in here. Got my Fly Sky in here. And this space in here was very minimal. So I had to come up with... Luckily, my SCX30 battery fits. And it works. It's tight. Predator. Kind of got to like wedge it up here in the front. Get it out the way of the spinning motor. The more I play around with it, the more experience I get with it. Before it used to give me hell. Got it down now. And my eyes just like leaking. All right. Get one last round of Mount Richmore. Let's try to throw some funky lines at this thing. This is a 165. I know, man. My freaking eyes are just... I'm crying because I'm going to have to sign off soon. All right. I don't know if you've been here before, Wolf, but here goes the lab. A little messy right now, but we got some of the CR18Ps up top. FCX, this is the FCX right there. Juice up. My 18 van. Got the Ascent 32 in the corner. SCX 24s. This is my latest little... Check out this little toy body I found. This thing was a win, boy. Fitted this bad boy. This is Demon. Love the way that thing came out. That's why we got to get that thing finished. But yeah, man. All right, partner, you take care, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. Always a pleasure, man. Appreciate everybody that stops in and talks to the kid. All right, here we go. Hmm. Oh yeah. You're benching a mess, man. You ain't doing nothing. That means you need some builds. You need something. Your bench got to be a mess. Be a little wide. You got to watch it up here on Suicide Ridge. Suicide Ridge, when I first built this one, man, I don't know what rig I used and used the width of it. And man, this thing is tight. You got to definitely be careful. That's why it's called Suicide Ridge. You will take a spill off of here. And I've broken many of things up top here. Thanks, Jimbo. Yeah. It's the Predator. It's my only Venge build. Venge links. Got 95s in the rear. Hey! Little light on the ass, though. I could have hit that line better, though. I got caught up. Yeah, what's going on? OGs? These are 1.6 ram crabs. Just hit the buggy line. Can't turn in too soon because we'll definitely flip back. There we go. See, that's the tire I was looking for on the other one. Definitely wasn't getting that. Look at that. But yeah, you hear this is the Nano Bam in here, man. This thing is super quiet. Stop transmission with plastic gears. Aluminum housed, but plastic gears. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I love the way Deadpool came out. Yeah, you can find those chassis on Enlighten RC. Those are called Blue Hawks. He offers several of them. Listen, I need a catch net. I just broke something the other day. What did I break? I broke my Monte Carlo, man. I was so mad. I said, damn it, Rich, you got to put something down here. I think I'm just going to keep all my bubble wrap and just throw it down on the floor. What was I watching? I was watching somebody's video and they had a catch net. But you know what it was? It was like a crawler course place where the challenge was you had to crawl this thing at the end. And when you made it to the top, it fell inside the net. And it kind of gave me the idea of I need to have something to catch these rigs. An old fitted sheet. I need to come up with something, man, because I've taken many L's. Got to remagnetize magnets. Oh, man, that shit's annoying. Okay, Deadpool. See you. Yeah. This overdrive, man, I like it. I haven't felt a need to put any more. It seems like everybody that rocks these axles, they put the overdrive in the front as well to get them to 30%. But to be honest with you, man, whatever this comes with, I believe it's 14% or something. It's been digging pretty good. I like it. Definitely works good on this setup. My nylon axles, I don't know, it's a different case. Hey, too much turning. Look at this thing. It'll do. Sounds like I'm rubbing on something. It gets narrow. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting a 1/10, man. I don't know what I would get though. Thought about that red cat. Again, trying to be budget friendly. Yo, Drew. What's up, buddy? I know you've been busy with your mountain, man. How's it coming? How's it coming along? right, y'all. This is definitely a small battery. I definitely don't like to run it too long because one thing about this ESC is definitely no voltage cut off or whatever. So I definitely don't run them all the way down. What we got going on in here? Keep running out of glue. Oh man, you're gonna go through some stuff. I went through so many glue sticks. For a brief moment, I thought I was going on in Vidavon. Vidavon is I like Vidavon stuff. I got some Vidavon. What do I have? I have Vidavon in my Mojave. This is the Robski Fab. It's called the Divide Tube Chassis. It's a pretty cool chassis. It's actually designed to be set up with a dual transmission. As you can see, it has multiple holes, but we just got the one in there. Pretty cool. It's actually 165 millimeter wheelbase. And then we got this. Check this out, Drew. I'm working on it, but new little buggy chassis. The Tube Snake. I got the panels. They're drying in the garage right now. It's got a panel in the front and the two side panels. Pretty cool. But yeah, this motor can't go in here. I'm going to have to definitely dial that in. Off the live. How much longer to you're done, the course? 3 pots of rubber cement. Wow. I like what you came up there with so far, man. Your thought process. Couple of months. Yeah, it's a work in progress. I get it. Yeah, I like this build. It came out good. This was my first class 3 build. And then after that, it just opened up the floodgates. And I'm on my 4th buggy now. But still love my scale stuff. You know what I mean? Here you go, Wolf. Little K10 for you. Echo. All right, man. Time we got 2:53. Yeah, man. My poor old guy Jean. Look at that. Big old chunk taken out from dropping on the floor. This thing was sweet. Got the baseball that went through the back window. You see this one, Wolf? Tokyo Drift Monte Carlo from the movie. In the opening scene. So yeah, we're gonna have to work on this. Hey, Drew, check this out. The new Goup motor. New little budget. Just under 50 bucks. Amazon. I just hate these banana plugs. All right, we're going to tidy up these wires tomorrow morning. Clean all this up in here better. Definitely wanted to get it running. We got to refit. We got to put the bumper in the front. The grill, I should say. This came out good. I like this. Very nice. I could fit a big battery in there too. For the motor, no, just under 49 bucks, 50. But that's ESC and transmission. Now you can't buy anything out here for that price. And I think it's good, man. I know a lot of people frown upon them. But at the end of the day, all this stuff comes from the same place, man. All they doing is just putting their names on them. Gotta stretch the dollar, man. Stretch the dollar. All right, Jimbo. I'm about to get out of here myself, too. Appreciate everybody for stopping in. We got 16 likes. I ain't beat my record of last time, but got up to 24 likes last time. But that's okay. I'll take it. But yeah, hopefully maybe the next time we sign in, hopefully we can get this little thing dialed in. I may go to stock motor with this bad boy. That may be the slimmest profile, we'll have to see. But all right, people. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in, hanging out with your boy. Everybody have a good night. Time is at 10:54. Cool. Deuces.